Hello students, welcome to Daily Chemistry Dosage. In this video, we will discuss another small topic from organic chemistry, and that is hybridization in organic compounds as well as applications. Okay, let us start. So how do you find out the hybridization? We know a simple method that is based on pi bonds. Simply we can count the pi bonds and we can easily identify the hybridization. So 0 pi bonds are there, sp3. Like in case of alkenes, the hybridization will be sp3. Why? Because there is no pi bond. And in case of alkenes, where there is one pi bond, so hybridization will be sp2. And in case of alkynes, there are two pi bonds, so hybridization will be sp. So this is a simple method and everybody knows it. But in case of charged species like carbocation, carbanion and free radicals, the process may go wrong. That means you can't use this method. So for that we will go for based on electron pair method. So the second method is based on electron pairs. Simply we have to find out electron pairs here and see the table. Number of electron pairs are 2, sp hybridization. If 3, sp2, and if 4, the hybridization will be sp3. And we know the formula, number of electron pairs is equal to number of bond pairs plus number of lone pairs. I will tell you how to find out the bond pairs and lone pairs. Then coming to the bond pairs, so what do you mean by bond pairs? The number of atoms around the central atom is called bond pairs. See here, if you take methane, there is a central atom carbon and 4 hydrogens around the carbon. That's why bond pairs are 4. And coming to the lone pairs, you have to remember 2 points here. First one, if carbon has pi bonds, positive charge or odd electron, lone pairs on the carbon will be 0. I think you got this point. See here, if carbon has positive charge, if carbon has free radical, if carbon has pi bond. In these 3 cases, the lone pairs will be 0. Okay, and the next important point is if carbon has a negative charge, then the lone pair is 1. So based on these 2 points, we can easily count the number of lone pairs. If carbon has negative charge, then the lone pair is equal to 1. So if you find out bond pairs and lone pairs, we can easily find the number of electron pairs. So electron pairs is equal to bond pairs plus lone pairs. So let us solve few examples here. First one, carbocation, CH plus, CH2 double bond CH plus. So this is highlighted here. You have to find out the hybridization for this carbon. Number of bond pairs is equal to 2. Why? Because this carbon is bonded to 1 hydrogen and 1 carbon. So number of bond pairs 2. Number of lone pairs are positive charge here. So 0 positive charge, 0 lone pairs. Coming to the electron pairs, 2 plus 0, 2 electron pairs. Hybridization is sp. Why? Because 1 s orbital and 1 p orbital is involved in hybridization. Okay, coming to the next example. CH2 double bond CH minus. This carbon is highlighted here. You have to find out the hybridization here. So number of bond pairs are 2. Why? Because 1 hydrogen, 1 carbon is bonded to the main carbon. So 2 bond pairs. Number of lone pairs are 1. Why? Because there is a negative charge. And total electron pairs 2 plus 1, 3. Hybridization will be sp2. Means 1 s orbital, 2 p orbitals are involved in hybridization. Got it? So see here. It is also an ionic species, it is also an ionic species. There is a double bond, there is a double bond. If you go for the pi bond method, only one pi bond is there, so hybridization will be sp2, sp2. But this is not sp2, sp. So you have to choose electron pair method for these type of molecules. Then coming to the another example, this carbon is highlighted here and negative charge is there, so obviously one lone pair is there. And bond pairs 1 carbon, 2 carbons and 1 hydrogen. So 3 bond pairs are there. So total electron pairs are 4. Hybridization will be sp3. Okay. So in this way we can easily find out the electron pairs. If you know the electron pairs, you can easily write the hybridization. And the fourth example, that is free radical, you can try for yourself. And fifth, sixth, seventh also you can try yourself. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. Then coming to the effect of hybridization. So there are few properties which are affected by hybridization. What are those? Electronegativity, bond length, bond strength and acidity. Now let us discuss how they affect these properties. Okay, how the hybridization affects the properties. First one, electronegativity. Electronegativity has the relation with S character. So if S character increases, electronegativity increases. That means electronegativity is directly proportional to S character. So if you see the percentage of S character in sp3, it will be 25% remaining 75% P. sp2 33.33 S and remaining will be P. In case of sp, it is 50% of S character. So the order of electronegativity here is sp is greater than sp2 than sp3. Why? Because it has more S percentage. So that means more acidic. Sorry, more electronegative. So sp is greater than sp2 is greater than sp3. Okay, coming to the bond length. Bond length, you know that bond length means the distance between the two atoms, right? And the bond length depends upon the number of pi bonds. See how because if there are sideways overlapping, because pi bond is formed by the sideways overlapping, right? So if there is a sideways overlapping, the atoms come close together. That means bond length decreases. So number of pi bonds increases, bond length decreases. Got it? Now the order of bond length will be sp3 greater than sp2 is greater than sp. Then bond strength. Bond strength means if the length between the two atoms increases, we can easily break the bond. That means bond strength decreases. So there is an inversely relation with the bond length. So bond strength is inversely proportional to bond length. So the order will be exactly reversed to that of bond length. That's it. And the last one is acidity. So what do you mean by acidic proton? Acidic proton means the hydrogen on the electronegative atom like fluorine, oxygen, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So if hydrogen is attached to the electronegative element, the hydrogen is known as acidic proton or acidic hydrogen. So the acidity is directly proportional to electronegativity. That means indirectly acidity is directly proportional to S percentage of S character. Right? If percentage of S character increases, acidic nature also increases. So let us compare few examples here. Water, ammonia and acetylene. In these cases, oxygen is more electronegative. Hydrogen is attached to oxygen. That's why this proton is more acidic. So H2O is greater than ammonia is greater than acetylene. I'll give you the order of electronegativity here. See, Fon CH. Please remember this, Fon CH. So topmost electronegative element fluorine, after that oxygen, nitrogen, carbon and hydrogen. Okay. So H2O is greater than NH3 is greater than acetylene. Coming to the hydrocarbons, this one sp hybridized and it is sp2 and it is sp3 hybridization. So percentage of S character will be more in case of acetylene. So it is more acidic than ethylene as well as ethane. And if you compare the acidic strength in all the molecules, the order will be like this. Water is greater than ROH, then acetylene, then ammonia, then ethylene, then ethane. Okay, so this is about the effect of hybridization. Let us solve few examples here. So which one is more acidic? So indirectly the question is based on hybridization only. See here, butane means it is sp3, it is sp2. So then it is sp. So we can eliminate both A and B. So between C and D, if you write the structure, so this is the structure of 1-butane and this is the structure of 2-butane. In case of the 1-butane, one acidic proton is there which is attached to sp hybridized carbon. So 1-butane. And in case of 2-butane, there is no proton, so your option will be C. So it is more acidic. The next question is the CH bond distance is longest in. So this is also indirectly related to the hybridization. See here. So if hybridization is sp3, bond length will be more. So C2H2 is an alkyne. So sp hybridization, it is alkene. So it is sp2 and this is sp3. And it is benzene. You know that benzene is sp2 hybridized. It is having 6 sp2 hybridized carbon atoms. Okay, so which one is having longest distance? That is C2H6. So option C is right. So this is about today's video. If you have any doubts related to this topic, you can write in the comment section. Okay friends, thank you very much for watching my video. This is Jyotsna signing off.